Yes, you read that title right. Jalen Green, the star player of Ignite, the future franchise player of the Houston Rockets, could win Rookie of the Year. I know I'm overreacting to this, but by the way he showed up in today's game in the first Summer League game, he showed up and played like he isn't an NBA rookie. He finished the game with 23 points, 9 of 18 from the field, and 5 rebounds with 2 assists. And he led Houston Rockets against a Cleveland Cavalier team led by Evan Mobley to a victory, to a victory. And he showed up, especially in those clutch moments. He showed up and played like he is not a rookie. He showed up like he is like a third player in the league already, or a second sophomore player in the league. And he really balled out, bro. His pick and rolls with Kenyon Martin Jr. was good, and it will be fun next season. He's been so good with those pick and rolls. His scoring ability has been so great. His shooting was also so great, and he could really win Rookie of the Year next season. And his style with these games were so good today. Like he played with style today. He was having fun right there. Like every time he had the ball, people were like, ooh, like they were waiting for those highlight dunks or highlight moves, which he never did in this game. But we know he is capable of doing those things. And like, yo, his comparison is like a Zach LaVine, and he could be like a Zach LaVine. He could be like one of the best scorers in the league in the next coming years, bro. Like he could be that type of player, and he is so good. He is so good with style as well, and he has been very fun to watch, especially in his first game in the summer league. We don't know yet in the regular season, but he is so fun, and I know he will do great in the next season. Jalen Green is a project player of the Ignite G League team, and by the way he showed up today, it could like give you more knowledge or like things for other young players. I don't know if we don't know yet if how good he will do in the regular season, but if he does great, it will show that that G League program or that G League Ignite program will really help players develop into better players in once they reach the NBA. And it will also lead to prospects who are still in high school, like those Emoni Bates, Chet Holmgren, Bronny, Mikey Williams, to think of rather joining the NCAA and attending school to go and play for the G League Ignite team. If Jalen Green wins Rookie of the Year, or he comes out to become one of the best players in the league, rookie-wise next season, it will really show that that G League Ignite program really helps them. And we don't know what would happen if that really works. We don't know what would happen to the NCAA if they will do make adjustments and how to make their programs even better. But based on what I see today, Jalen Green and that G League Ignite program really helped him out, bro. Like it really worked for him. We see Jonathan Kuminga, who is also his teammate in Ignite, played with Warriors, played very, very good as well. They also won last time. And yo, we haven't seen yet of Isaiah Todd, I mean. So yeah, we don't know yet. But yeah, based on how things are going, that G League Ignite program really, really works. Speaking of the NCAA, another player who starred in the NCAA was Cade Cunningham, who is the first overall pick in this year's draft. And by the way he debuted this game today, the same day as Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, and Scotty Barnes debuted, he played decent. He just played decent. He wasn't like the Jalen Green type of game he did today. He was just decent. He was off today, so meaning he couldn't shoot. He had a bit of a bad game because he had 5 turnovers, and he couldn't take the victory for them. They almost won. They were also going to try to get a lead, but turnovers destroyed them the most. And Cade Cunningham had 5 of them. The problem with Cade Cunningham, I know he's going to improve with this in the regular season, but he does one more extra pass. Like he is already wide open, and he still passes the ball. Like that's the problem with Cade Cunningham. I don't know if it's really a problem of his in the regular season, in the college season, but he always has this one more pass. Like he's already open, but he still passes the ball. He's like that Ben Simmons, if you remember the type. Ben Simmons already open on the paint and he's still going to pass the ball. He's like that. But like I know he's going to improve on it in the regular season. But yo, his style of play is still there. The way he moves is still there. His leadership is still there. And he showed that he has no problem to pace and space because he could do on ball or off ball with Killian Hayes, who's the point guard of the Detroit Pistons. And he could do those stuff. I think he is so good, right? He's so good. And I know he didn't show it up that much in this game, but he was so good. So I still have hope of him winning Rookie of the Year this season. And I think it's between only Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green going for the Rookie of the Year. But it's going to be fun to watch them play. And another player who is fun to watch today was Scotty Barnes and James Bouknight. Scotty Barnes first was like yo, why you drafted him at 4? It should be Jalen Suggs because it would be like fit for them. But the Toronto Raptors picked Scotty Barnes and he played so good today. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. He is one of the most fun players I think we'll watch next season. Defensively, he's so good. Offensively, he's so good as well. Like, he could go on the post. He could guard anyone, bro. And he showed up in this game as well. And he led Toronto to a victory, finishing up with 18 and 10, bro. 6'8", 18 and 10. And the only thing I want to say to the Toronto Raptors, make him start. Make him the starter of your team next season. Make him start. He's fun, bro. He's very good, bro. I don't know how would you run it with Pascal. I don't know if you'll put him in the 6-man or go and trade Pascal. I don't know yet. Put him in the starting lineup. Put Scotty Barnes in your starting lineup. And your defense is going to be lethal in the front court. With OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes right there, that defense is fun. And that will be lethal in the next coming years. Evan Mobley, the best center in the NCAA or in college last year. The problem that I only have with him is that how he would fit with Jarrett Allen. Because he is a well-known defensive center who is the same with Jarrett Allen. He's also good offensively. But the problem is how both of them would fit together. That's the problem. I don't know if you would put Evan Mobley in the 4 and Jarrett Allen in the 5. I don't know. But having them, I don't know if it would fit because Evan Mobley is really always inside the paint. He has mid-range a bit, but he isn't like that type of spacing player you would have on your team. I don't know how it would fit, but it would be fun to see. It would be fun and interesting to see. He played mid or decent today. He played decent today. Alright? 14, 10, 12, 10 I think. 14, 10 or 12 and 10 and 4 blocks. He's been decent, right? But Jalen Green was really the star of that game. He was really the star of that game. James Bouknight is one of the most fun players to watch, I think, next season. Or this regular season, bro. Because, he is the perfect shooting guard to go with LaMelo Ball. They have both of their styles. And, these are players you want on your team. James Bouknight could be your next scorer for LaMelo Ball. If LaMelo passes to Bouknight, he could make that 3 anytime. And that's fun to watch, bro. That's Charlotte, bro. That's Charlotte's style of play. And that's fun to watch next season. And one thing about Charlotte, let LiAngelo be on your roster. Let LiAngelo Ball be on your roster. I want LiAngelo to be good, bro. I want to see him succeed in the NBA. Thanasis and Kostas. I want one of them to be one of those players who would be in the league and he'll be in a team and it'll be fun to watch. If he gets minutes or time to play. I want him to succeed. That's what I want to say about LiAngelo Ball. Because Lonzo is already in Chicago. He's going to do good things. LaMelo is a future franchise player. Or the franchise player right now. So let LiAngelo be one of those, Kostas, Thanasis, those type of players for LaMelo. And it would be fun, bro. It would be fun to watch. Overall, before we end, I want to say that these rookie players that we have right now, they are the players that will bring style and play to their specific teams. They could be like those Trae Youngs in Atlanta who brought flair and eyes to Atlanta. Charlotte, like the LaMelo Ball, how he put eyes on Charlotte once again. So Jalen Green could do that in Houston. Cade Cunningham could do that in Detroit. And watching these players, I've watched them since they were still in high school. Seeing them in the NBA right now makes me feel old. But yeah, they are fun to watch. and it gets me excited to see what they could do in the next season. Alright, so those are my takes for today's NBA Summer League games. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more contents like this. I'll be doing more recaps and more things to talk about in the next coming weeks about the Summer League and maybe next season. But yeah, more contents to come coming up soon. I'll see you all soon. Peace.